guess I just wanted to start with, you look at a freshman All-American team, and 2 of the 3 linebackers are your guys. I mean, how much did that mean to this? You guys haven't seen them as freshmen from the start, but they earned that honor. What did that mean to the program and to those guys?
I mean, it's nice for those guys to get recognized for making something that is not easy to do, making it probably look easier than it is. Sometimes on freshman All-American teams, it just goes to whoever ends up presented with the opportunity. You know, and obviously those guys had to get put out there, and for the most part handled the business pretty well. I think going forward, they know that this is just a start, you know, and there's a lot more. So in a way, it's kind of like, it's nice to get a pat on the back, but they know that they're not satisfied with what they've accomplished.
When the all-conference team came out, the defense was pretty much ignored on there. You've had some comments. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, well, you know, we're in a good league with a lot of good defensive football players, and you know, we've gone back and we've reviewed some of our film through the month of December, and I think what we found is that we still have we have so much room for improvement. You know, we can be so much better, and really one of the big places is in productivity. You know, we've put together quite a long tape of missed opportunities on creating turnovers, missed opportunities on creating sacks. You know, when we had the guy back there. So, and those are things that are going to be very important going to this game, because we're playing against a very good offensive football team, and you know, we have done what is required to keep the score down, but we can still do so much more to help us secure the victory.
Manny, based on whatever conversations the program has had, you know, with NFL reps, how confident are you that guys like Corn aren't going to be ignored when it comes to the draft?
You know, that's so hard to say. Just from my history, these guys, they get, you know, poked and prodded and critiqued and pro days and combines and the all-star games. There's so much to it, and really, it's all about finding the team that wants you. You know, and that's really more important than where you get taken. If there's all you need is 1 out of 32 to love you and put you in a position to succeed, because really the way that the game works now, it's about being somewhere you can play early so you can get your second contract. There's all the money now for the rookies. If you're not at the top of the draft, it's in the second contract. So hopefully those guys have all, and we know that, again, the team we're playing this weekend and the way they can move the ball in offense, it's one last great audition for our guys, especially in the secondary, to prove that they can stop a high-powered offensive attack.
At this point, have you heard early rounds for Corn or mid-rounds? No?
Honestly, there's so much misinformation out there, you know, so you don't know who to believe.
How would you assess Chad Thomas's year, and how close is he to where you want him as a player?
Chad, when we look back to where he was a year ago, has made substantial improvements. He's a much better player than he was in the springtime, and certainly a better player than he was a season ago. There's still so much more there, you know, and I think Chad knows it. As remember, we had this conversation back in August. Before you can, you know, everything in college football is a step, you know, and I thought he took the step of being a solid, really, you know, top-tier defensive end in our conference. But you know, for now, his goals going forward now have to be a guy that can really dominate a football game. And I think he sees that that's not far off, and working with a guy like Craig Kuligowski every day will help him achieve that goal.